Hey, my name's Alex Wild, and I'm a citizen scientist. So this app that I'm using is called iNaturalist. Now, during this pandemic, some of us have some extra free time, and this can be an opportunity to get to know this place and learn some more about our natural surroundings. You might be curious about that tree in your backyard, or about the bird in the tree, or maybe you're curious about the bug that the bird's eating. Well, using this app, iNaturalist, you can identify those things and share them with the world. This is a great way to connect to the community of curious people. Now, it's also a great way to log some of the things that you've seen, and it kind of works like a checklist. So you might be curious to see every bird species in Yosemite. Well, according to iNaturalist, there's 143 bird species to find, and you can find them all. It also works as a nature journal, a way to record where you've been and what you've seen. You can see here that I saw an Alpine willow right up by Roosevelt Lake. It's kind of like a global scavenger hunt, except the things that you find, they actually contribute towards science. Now, let me show you how to make an observation with iNaturalist. We're going to identify this plant right here. Now, the first thing to do is to hit observe at the bottom. Then you're going to take a photo of the whole thing. You want to get the whole context in its habitat. And then with any observation, you want to get as many different perspectives as you can. So with a plant, shoot for at least, 4 photos. And we're going to get the flowers here. And let's also get the leaves kind of up close. We'll get the front and back of the leaf right here. There we go. And let's also get the stem, and maybe we can see the growth pattern of the leaves too. All right. Now the next part is my favorite. You hit what did you see, and the AI is going to tell you what it is. It's amazing how this thing works. Now I already happen to know what this plant is, but it helps that this is going to confirm that. I also like to cross-reference with my field guide too. Now let's take a look. It says California Bay. That sounds right to me. So we're going to click that. We're also going to make sure that the location is right on here. That looks good. And hit share. Also, by the way, if you already have photos that have location data, most cell phones do, you can post it later from home. But let's take a look. There we go, it's loading. So the next thing to do is to have someone else identify that for you. They'll suggest what they think it is, and it'll be someone online. Now, they're either going to suggest the same thing, in which case, congratulations. Now you have a research grade observation. And if they suggest something different, well, congratulations. Now you've learned something new. And this community of professionals and citizen scientists, they're going to help you figure out what that thing is. I understand that not everyone can get outside right now, but there are still some ways that you can contribute while indoors. For example, you could look under your couch. Did you know that there's an average of 100 species of arthropods in every house? Well, you could identify them. Or there's some other ways that you could contribute. For example, you could help identify other people's observations. You might be a botanist or an ornithologist or just be an expert in some natural science. You can log on here. This is the Yosemite iNaturalist page, and take a look at other people's observations. For example, this is definitely a black bear, and you should be sure before you confirm something. And now, this is research grade. So this is actual research. This sort of data can and has been used in peer review scientific papers. It's been used from anything from Amazonian freshwater fish biodiversity to climate change and its effect on alpine butterflies. It's been used in 613 papers. Wow. Well, I'll include those links below if you're interested. Also, I'll include the link to the Yosemite iNaturalist page. And Thanks a lot for contributing. I'm curious to see what you find in your backyard.